papay ka na lang. Parang nanginginig ka na lang sa gutom nung hindi ka na magsasalita.
Hunger is a smooth black crow. Millions of crows like a black cloud. Oh God, how terrifying crows are, and hunger is a black crow. Continually terrifying, hunger is rebellion. Is the mysterious force moving the murderous knife in the hand of the poor. Hunger is a coral rocks beneath the sleeping face of the sea. Is tears of deceit. Is the betrayal of honor. A strong young man crying to see his own hands lay honor down because of hunger. Hunger is a devil. Hunger is the devil offering dictatorship. Oh God, hunger is a black hand putting handfuls of alum into the stomach of the poor. Oh God, we kneel. Our eyes are your eyes. This is your mouth. This is your heart. And this is your stomach. Your stomach hungers, oh God. Your stomach hears alum and broken glass. Oh God, how nice a plate of rice, a bowl of soup, and a cup of coffee would be. Oh God, hunger is a crow. Millions of black crows like a black cloud, blotting out my view of your heaven. Prayer of the hunger. Prayer of the Hunger by W.S. Rendra. Hunger is a smooth black crow. Millions of crows like a black cloud. Oh God, how terrifying crows are, and hunger is a black crow. Continually terrifying, hunger is rebellion, is the mysterious force moving the murderous knife in the hand of the poor. Hunger is a coral rocks beneath the sleeping face of the sea. Is tears of deceit, is the betrayal of honor. A strong young man crying to see his own hands lay honor down because of hunger. Hunger is a devil. Hunger is a devil offering dictatorship. Oh God, hunger is a black hand putting handfuls of alum into the stomach of the poor. Oh God, we kneel. Our eyes are your eyes. This is your mouth. This is your heart. And this is your stomach. Your stomach hungers, oh God. Your stomach heals alum and broken glass. Oh God, how nice a plate of rice, a bowl of soup, and a cup of coffee would be. Oh God, hunger is a crow, millions of black crows like a black cloud, blotting out my view of your heaven, prayer of the hunger.
Poem interpretation.
From the poem Prayer of the Hunger by W.S. Rendra, we interpret this about tag life. Real life is not a fairy tale where magic things suddenly come out and nowhere every time you are in trouble. Not everyone have happily ever after ending. A poetry written by W.S. Rendra, it gives us a picture how to real life is in Indonesia. For some people, real life is like a battlefield where you only have two options, which is kill or being killed. In order to fulfill daily need, also for the sake of surviving, some people dare to cross the boundaries. This poem shows how poverty can blind people's conscience. There are a lot of ways to describe about poverty, but in this poetry, the poet used hunger as a representative. In my opinion, hunger is the strongest feeling or motive that masterminds a crime. In the poetry, the poet used metaphor in comparing hunger and black crows, such as in the first line of the first stanza. Hunger is a smooth black crow, just like in the horror or mystery books. Crows is animal and evil and darkness. I think crow is a symbol of greedy and cunning. They often crowd around carcass, then snatch away food with other. Crow in this line, I think, more likely describe the hunger feeling itself. Hunger can make people greedy just like black crow. However, the second line of the first stanza has other meaning although the poet uses the same symbols. Millions of crows like a black cloud. The crow in here, I think, refer to people who are suffering of hunger or people who don't have enough money to eat. A single crow maybe describes the one feeling, but then the poet said millions of crows. It means not just one hunger, but a lot of hunger. That's why I think the crow in here referring to people who suffer of hunger. Then the poet said in the second line of the second stanza, how terrifying crows are. This shows that people who are suffering of hunger is terrifying. In other words, could be dangerous. As I said before, for some people whenever they are in trouble and they don't have true heart, they will do anything to survive. The poet mentions some crime in the poetry which is done in behalf of hunger. Hunger is dangerous feeling. It can push people out the boundaries, such as the poet mentioned in the second stanza, hunger is rebellion. Is the mysterious force moving the murderous knife in the hand of the poor. Not only in the past, but until now, some people willing to kill each other for money and those people mostly come from the poor. Once again, the poet used metaphor to compare hunger and coral rocks, such as in the first line of the third stanza. Hunger is coral rocks beneath the sleeping face of the sea. The coral rocks is usually sharp and hard. Even fisherman's ship would scatter in pieces if it crushes coral rocks. I think in this line, the poet wants to say that even a person who looks calm and harmless could be dangerous too. Hunger can also make people doing bad job. When the poet talk about honor, I think the most horrible things which can betray an honor is becoming a sexual work, such as in the fourth line until the seventh line of the third stanza, is the betrayal of honor. A strong young man crying to see his own hands lay honor down because of hunger. Can you imagine? Even the young and strong one always commit a crime only for food. And of course, it will hurt his pride knowing that what he did only to feed his stomach. People who have power can also be blind by hunger, such as the writer said in the last line of the fourth stanza. Hunger is a devil offering dictatorship. The reason why I can conclude this is because usually dictatorship often sticks to people with big power. The fifth stanza, hunger is black hands putting handfuls of alum into the stomach of the poor. It means the people dare to fake foods by mixing the ingredients with chemical liquor such as Don Bollock's chemical dye and etc. Just like in the television shows, the reason why the people do that is because they want to reduce the cost of making so that they would earn more money. So in the repetition of "Oh God" is the form of prayer. In my opinion, this prayer is not a kind of prayer which thanking or asking for something, but more likely questioning and complaining about injustice that they have to receive, such as in the sixth stanza of the poetry. And this is your stomach hungers, O God. Your stomach heals alum and broken glass. I think the people questioning if they are similar with God, why He left them hungry and suffering. In the last stanza, the poet said that millions of black crows like a black cloud, blotting out my view of your heaven. This shows that hunger can make people don't care about doing good things so that they can go to heaven. As long as they can eat, they can survive, and it's more than enough. As the conclusion, hunger which is raised by the writer in this poetry can drive people crazy. No matters how old are they, young or old, weak or strong, powerful or not, hunger will push them to their limit and boundaries. At first, I keep looking for the date when this poetry was made to understand more, to stay behind this poetry until I realized that the socioculture which is raised in this poetry is general. It doesn't refer to one-time moment. It happened every day, from past until now, and maybe in the future.